In this video, I'm going to share some of my favourite plugins that I've been using so far this year. But before we get started, my name is Ed, you're watching Stokes Sounds. And if you like this video, please make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe and leave a comment. And if you want to support the channel, head over to our website, stokesounds.com, where you'll see we have vocal presets, mixing templates, masterclasses, as well as the Stokes Sound podcast. Let's dive in. First up, I've got the Waves CLA 76, which is an emulation of the classic compressor 1176. One of my favourite plugins of all time to use on vocals. It's really aggressive and it really pushes things forward. If we check out how I'm using it in this mix on the vocals. Cause I'm living like an ass and I'm so for certain when we were together, girl, I was a person. And I can't even bear to look in the mirror. Cause you broke me down, every drink goes down on the floor, I'm down again in the cold. I'm so gone, I can barely hear her. She's telling me keep holding on. She's telling me keep holding on. I'm telling her I'm old. You can see that compressor is making a huge difference to that vocal in the mix. It's really bringing the vocal forward, and in this kind of genre you want those vocals to sit on top of the mix and be really in your face, and it's just getting that pop sound, and that's what this compressor is giving me. So I really like this plugin for that. You can see I've got it on like a medium to slow attack, and that's so I can let the transients come through, and this is so that I don't lose the diction. If I had a fast attack, it means that the transients would be controlled a lot more by the compressor and it would just squash everything. So I wanted to open up the vocal by having a slower attack. It allowed that. And then I've got it on the fastest release possible, and that's because I want this compressor to really push this in your face. I always feel like if I want something further back in the mix, I'll slow the release down and it just pushes it further back. I've got it on a standard 4:1 ratio, and that's it. If we listen to the vocal in solo. Singing start the pre-drinks, early street lights look blurry, cause you and I were lost in the city. Another bag's bottle inbound, clouding up my judgment now. I don't really know where I am. And then probably my most used plugin out of all of them is the FabFilter Pro Q3. Now FabFilter makes some incredible plugins, but the Pro Q3 is probably one of my favorites, and I use it generally for all of my subtractive EQ work. So if we take a listen what I'm doing with this EQ. Cause I'm living like an ass and I'm so for certain when we were together, girl, I was a person. And I can't even bear to look in the mirror. Cause you broke me down, every drink goes down on the floor again and so you can see that I'm just taking out frequencies that I don't like, and the FabFilter Pro Q3 is incredible for that. It's really easy to use, and so that's why I like to use it a lot. And then the last plugin I use on probably 90% of my mixes, and that is the Liquid Sonic 7th Heaven Reverb. It's an absolute staple for me. It's basically a Bricasti, which is a well-known reverb unit back in the day, and they've really done a great job at making it sound identical to it. So if we listen to the vocal in solo with it on and off, you'll see what this is doing in the mix. Desire is disguised from words were floating through the smoke, open in the throat, cause the truth is always told with you. And I know I've got no business with you, but there's hundreds of faces comparing with you. There's smiling eyes that aren't yours. I see those arms, they're not yours. Now let's listen to this plugin on and off in the full mix. Desire is disguised from words were floating through the smoke, open in the throat, cause the truth is always told with you. And I know I've got no business with you, but there's hundreds of faces comparing with you. There's smiling eyes that aren't yours. I see those arms, they're not yours. I'm singing start the... Just sounds incredible. Absolutely love this plugin, and I play around with the pre-delay. It's got loads of different presets. My favorite one is the Sunset Chamber. I probably leave it on that for most things, and that goes on vocals, guitars, drums, literally everything. It just sounds so good, and that is one of my favorite plugins. And that's it. They are my top 3 favorite plugins to use. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe and leave a comment, and I'll also leave links to these plugins in the description below for you guys to check out yourself and let me know what you think. See you all again next week for another video.